As morning came, it seemed as if the sun was rising unusually fast. The ground beneath me started to heat up more rapidly, and the warmth of the sun's golden rays began to penetrate my body as if to cleanse me to my very soul. It was a welcome feeling, and I felt stronger and more focused than ever before, and more than I could ever have possibly imagined. For so many months now I have been awakened alongside the mantis, and I have been instructed daily by the shadow it cast. But today, the mantis was not by my side as previously. I got up from my position of rest and began to search for my otherworldly companion. But he was not readily found. Approaching the doorway of the home I grew up in, I found my armor laid out before me. The polished metal fittings sparkled in the late morning sun, and the leather gave off a musky aroma that is pleasing to the senses. Slowly I made my way towards the armor, and with the sun on my back, and I took notice of the shadow that I cast before me. Although the shadow was familiar, it was not the shadow that I had grown accustomed to. It was, in fact, that of the mantis. It was not too long ago that I would have found this confusing and hard to believe. But now, I no longer fear the unknown, but I embrace the unimaginable. My shadow now spoke with me, saying, "Today is the 243rd day in this altered reality. It is time for you to fulfill your destiny. Even though many months have passed in your existence here, it has only been a day in the world you came from. Upon returning to the palace, your sister-in-law went into labor, and she is being cared for by the wife of the armory captain who you met during your stay there. And although she was able to inform him of the events that took place here, they will be responding to a more urgent situation. The enemies from Japan were about to attack the farming villages north of the palace, and His Majesty has sent his troops to stop them. But this is a trap. Without you, His Majesty's forces will be unable to stop them. Go now, before it is too late." Quickly and confidently I began putting on my armor, preparing for the battle that will shortly take place. Locking my swords on my back was the final step before I was ready. Then my shadow once again spoke. "These are the last words you will hear from us. You have learned the necessary skills you will need, and have been given the enhanced senses to give you the power to overcome any enemy. But you must, however, remember this one thing. You cannot change the past. You only have the power to change the future. Therefore you must not seek revenge, only justice. If you do this, you will surely be unstoppable." It was through those last words that I realized that today the journey to my final destiny begins.